messages of Our Lady to Father Stefano Gobbi took place from 1972 to 1997. They have received the imprimatur and his work was blessed by Pope St. John Paul II. It is free of any doctrinal errors, and the Marian movement of priests has spread throughout the world in every country with over 60,000 priests as members. Revelation chapter 12 verse 3 reads, "And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads." On May 14th, 1989, on the Feast of Pentecost, Our Lady revealed to Father Gobbi the meaning of this passage. She said, "Beloved sons, today you adore and call upon the Holy Spirit, descended at Pentecost upon the apostles and the disciples, gathered together with me in the cenacle of Jerusalem. You are calling upon him again in these times of yours with confidence and perseverance, gathered together with me in cenacles of prayer, which are now spread in every part of the earth. With my Marian movement of priests, I am today inviting all my children of the Church to gather together in a continuous cenacle of prayer with me, your Heavenly Mother. I am inviting all of the bishops, the priests, the religious, and the faithful. My Immaculate Heart is the place of this new spiritual and universal cenacle. You must enter into it through your act of consecration, which commits you to me forever, so that I may unite my voice to yours in calling down upon the Church and upon all humanity the gift of a second Pentecost. Only the Spirit of the Lord can bring back humanity to the perfect glorification of God. Only the Spirit of the Lord can renew the Church with the splendor of its unity and its sanctity. Only the Spirit of the Lord can overcome the power and the victorious force of the huge red dragon, which in this century of yours has broken loose everywhere in a formidable way to seduce and ensnare all humanity. The huge red dragon is atheistic communism, which has spread everywhere the error of the denial and of the obstinate rejection of God. The huge red dragon is Marxist atheism, which appears with 10 horns, namely with the power of its means of communication in order to lead humanity to disobey the 10 commandments of God, and with 7 heads, upon each of which there is a crown, signs of authority and royalty. The crowned heads indicate the nations in which atheistic communism is established and rules with the force of its ideological, political, and military power. The hugeness of the dragon clearly manifests the vastness of the territory occupied by the uncontested reign of atheistic communism. Its color is red because it uses wars and blood as instruments of its numerous conquests. The huge red dragon has succeeded during these years in conquering humanity with the error of theoretical and practical atheism, which has now seduced all the nations of the earth. It has thus succeeded in building up for itself a new civilization without God, materialistic, egoistic, hedonistic, arid and cold, which carries within itself the seeds of corruption and of death. The huge red dragon has the diabolical task of taking all humanity away from the dominion of God, from the glorification of the Most Holy Trinity, from the full actualization of the plan of the Father, who, by means of the Son, has created it for His glory. The Lord has reclothed me with His light and the Holy Spirit with His divine power, and thus I appear as a great sign in heaven, a woman clothed in the sun, because I have the task of taking humanity away from the dominion of the huge red dragon, and of bringing it all back to the perfect glorification of the most holy Trinity. For this I have formed for myself the army of my littlest children in every part of the world, and I am asking of them that they consecrate themselves to my Immaculate Heart. Thus I am leading them to live only for the glory of God by means of faith and charity, and I myself am jealously cultivating them in my heavenly garden. Then each day I present myself before the throne of my Lord in an act of profound adoration. I open the golden door of my immaculate heart and I offer in my arms all these little children of mine as I say, Most Holy and Divine Trinity, at the moment when you are being universally denied, I present to you the homage of my motherly reparation, by means of all these little ones of mine who I am forming each day to your greater glorification. Thus again today, from the mouths of infants and sucklings, the Lord receives his perfect praise. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And as always, to Jesus through Mary, God bless you.